we are back with 21 Pilots. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. I hope you're having an incredible day. This next track is called Chlorine. The last one was called My Blood. We're just sort of going through the Trench album. Apparently they're trying to make us thirsty. Two of my favorite drinks, blood and chlorine. Not really. Don't drink chlorine, please. That's a small PSA. No drinking chlorine. Probably shouldn't be drinking blood either. Let's listen to Chlorine and we'll look at the lyrics afterwards. The nicest pool I've seen.
Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical, beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete.
Beautiful start, great voice from Tyler too, but I'm thinking it's going to take an awfully long time to fill the pool with that little pipe that's just basically peeing into that pool with dead rats, etc. in there. Let's back this up a little bit.
Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical, beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical, moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, loving what I'm tasting. Venom on my tongue, depending at times. Poisonous vibration. Help my body run. I'm running for my life. Running for my life.
Strange little character.
Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical, beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical, moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, fallout of formation.
The beat is really good too. It's hard, it's easy to miss things because you're focusing on so many different things with the visuals. Strange little character there with a lot of hair growing out of his ears. Tyler's voice is incredible as always, but yeah, a great beat going on behind there too. I'm trying to figure out
Moment is medical.
why they're doing this.
Sipping on straight chlorine, fallout of formation. I plan my escape from walls they confine. Rebel red carnation grows while I decay. I'm running from my life. Running from my life. Yeah, I'm running from my life. Running from my life. Had you in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Now different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may
Nice transition there. Don't worry, I know I'm stopping more than usual, but it's because there's so many things going on. They're trying to get this little character to jump in. I don't know whether that's, I'm sure it's not for real pure chlorine, but if it is, you don't want to jump in it. It's a toxic chemical. In fact, there's just a report out recently of people being injured and made sick by too much chlorine in a swimming pool. And I know this is not meant to be literal, so but I just wanted to mention they're trying to get him to jump in for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. Now they're rolling this big cylinder, presumably filled with chlorine. Don't know.
had you in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Now different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor, but now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes, I love to hate the fight, and you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine. Let the
gorgeous.
Let me catch you up to speed. I've been tested like the ends of a weather flag that's by the sea. Can you build my
Oh my God, that was so good. I'm going to back up and listen to that again. That transition was just gorgeous. Brought tears to my eyes. His voice.
medical? Yeah. I'm so sorry I forgot you. Let me catch you up to speed. I've been tested like the ends of a weather flag that's by the sea.
Wow.
Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical. Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical. Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical. Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical.
Don't drink that. Okay, maybe you. No. Yeah, chlorine's not drinkable. The little creature had antlers there for a while. Now he's got stubs. So not sure what's going on there. Let me just see if I can catch. That's pretty close to where I want to be. The sincerity on his face through this section here, all the way through. But yeah, it's just so good. It's just so good, particularly that where that transition was, and from there on, yeah, really, really hit hard. And it's not even the lyrics because I was trying to listen to the lyrics, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. We'll try to sort that out when we look at the lyrics in a moment. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, but we'll see. Um, there's so much going on with this little creature, the chlorine, the pool, various ways they attempted to fill the pool and get him to jump in. But that transition and Tyler's voice, I also liked there were keyboards behind. I think there were some synth things going on as well. Not sure how to explain it, but I heard it happening, but I didn't want to stop again. Really beautiful too, and lots of layers. Of course, it's the official video, so they can do many things that they wouldn't be able to do live, but it'd be interesting to hear it live as well. All right, let's have a look at the lyrics now. Chlorine by 21 Pilots, and Tyler writes the lyrics, of course. So, where are you? It's been a little while. Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Okay, beat is a chemical. All right, so he's yeah, okay. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, loving what I'm tasting. Venom on my tongue, dependent at times. Poisonous vibrations help my body run. I'm running for my life, running for my life. This beat is a chemical. So is he comparing, making an analogy between the chlorine and the music, the chlorine and the beat? Another chlorine is a chemical. Um, Loving what I'm tasting. venom on my tongue, dependent at times. So, yeah, it could be poisonous vibrations help my body run. So the music helps him, but because he's working out a lot of emotions or psychological things, but it's also um, poisonous in a way. I don't know. I'm running for my life, running for my life. Sometimes you feel like that, right? Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. The beat is a chemical. When I leave, okay, so it's the same. The moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, fall out of formation. I plan my escape from walls they confined. Rebel red carnation grows while I decay. I'm running for my life, running for my life. I think there's a lot going on here that I'm not catching. I think it has to do with his music, and he's making some sort of an analogy with poison, chlorine, toxins, whatever. um, is his escape from his own demons, from his own problems? Maybe. Rebel red carnation grows while I decay. Hide you in my pocket where I kept my rebel red. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Again, I'm not really sure. It could just be the music in his head. Um, in his pocket where he keeps his rebel red could have to do with his music as well. Um, when he's editing, I use red. They actually, in some schools, they don't allow teachers to use red anymore. But I'm a private tutor, and red, it's just a good contrast, that's all. So it works for me. And I use it on my own work too. It's just easier to see in contrast. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Now different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. Of course, he could be talking about his religion as well. He felt invincible with that religion in his head, with God in his head, or whatever. Um, Now different lives I lead. My body lives on lead. So he's playing with the word lead and lead. Lead, oh, pencil, lead pencil. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. Yeah, very interesting. There's a lot more going on here. I'd need a lot more time to think about each line. The lead is terrible in flavor. Yeah, don't eat it. But now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes. I love to hate the fight, and you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine. So could be his music again, writing the lyrics. As I said, Tyler always writes his own lyrics. So we've got the lead and the red and the editing part of it. Double as a paper maker, could be money. Um, could be just the scripts, I guess. Uh, Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. Yeah, just looking to see if there's anything that we haven't already read. I think not. Oh no, yes, yes, yes. This was when the great transition happened. I'm so sorry I forgot you. And this kind of I thought might be the religion part, the God part. Let me catch you up to speed. I've been tested like the ends of a weathered flag that's by the sea. So yeah, we can see that imagery. You've all seen flags that have gotten worn out. My neighbor keeps putting up Canadian flags, and they get ripped to shreds within sometimes weeks, but months. Not quite sure why. It's not that stormy around here usually. It was today, but anyway, I'm off track. So he's been tested, and that a lot of in Christianity they talk about God testing you all the time. Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical. Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical. Well, in a way, yeah, we are basically just chemicals. We can be broken down into chemical elements, I guess. Can you build my house with pieces? Can you build my house? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful song, the way he delivered it, particularly after that transition. I just, wow. Now, if I listen back to the whole thing, I'll probably appreciate all of it more. But that ending piece after that transition and ongoing was really really incredible. Love the lyrics too. A little bit tricky to weed out what's going on, but I do think he's making that analogy. If I hadn't caught that, the lyrics wouldn't make any sense at all to me, I don't think. So, but I think there's a lot more in here that can be extracted as well if you have, lots more time to spend with it. But I really did enjoy the video, the song, um, everything that was going on. So let me know what you think of chlorine. Don't drink chlorine. I keep saying that. I don't want somebody to go and say, "Oh, I thought it would clean out my system." Wasn't somebody saying that during COVID? Crazy, crazy. Oh, it wasn't chlorine. I think it was bleach. Don't drink that either. All right, it's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Let me know what else you'd like to hear. And in the meantime, keep listening, keep having fun. Bye bye for now.